back like we never left for another episode of the Dosyonkos podcast. It's your co-captain and your boy, Young SV, Samuel Vinsmoke, here with my man, Deion Chopper. Deion was cracking.
We up early, sipping on that new Celsius cucumber vibe.
That new Celsius flavor.
Nah,
Got caffeine going.
Man, it's tired.
It's early as shit.
It's tired.
It's right now 7:34 on the young recording day of this shit. 7:34 in the AM. You know, your boys are here with the young content. But we back with another episode. This week, classic bullshit. Talking about the weekly recap, what we've been watching, reading, whatever the fuck we've been doing. Talking about One Piece anime, been going stupid. Going to talk about Black Clover. I've been trying to catch up on that shit. Deion been watching that shit. And then we gonna just hop into the main meat, which is a double dose of the young Between Two Walls, bro. Chatting about the last 2 episodes that dropped this past Sunday. So yeah, it's about to be crazy. I got shit to say about Attack on Titan. I got shit to say. I've been thinking about the show for since Sunday night, bro.
I honestly. So me and Sam, we got our Discord. So if anyone wants to jump into Discord, we have the anime section is popping.
On Attack on Titan night, it definitely goes crazy. That shit, everyone's going nuts in that shit on Attack on Titan night for sure.
But I've been saying how I'm just gonna trash the shit out of
bro.
This,
I'm immune. I'm immune to people trying to trash Aaron. I'm immune to it. Because right one of my homies, shout out to my homie Hoodies. My man Hoodies is the number 1 Aaron hater on this fucking planet, bro. He's the number 1. He's leading the spear charge on why Aaron is a dog shit person and a war criminal. He's spearheading.
Is in the Discord?
Yeah, he is, but he don't be using Discord like that. He's in there though, but he don't be using it. So yeah, I'm immune. Whatever you say about Aaron, whatever you try to trash him, I'm cool with that because I'm gonna say some shit and you're gonna be like, "Damn, you might be right."
It's fine because I know I'm just a smooth brain person. I got no wrinkles in my brain.
Me, I'm thinking like galaxy brain and shit, bro.
I got a 3 head right now. I gotta up my I got nothing.
This is fucking weak.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. So, do you want to kick off the weekly recap?
Yeah,
this week?
Sure. I'll start this shit off. So for my shit, I've been trying to catch up on Black Clover because Deion's been telling me that the shit's popping. So I've been catching up on that shit. I tried to watch from the end of the Elf arc. I couldn't do it.
Bro, you can't. If you're not a
I got so bored instantly. I was like, all right, I'm done with this shit. So then I watched the captain's fight. That shit was crazy. So I watched that shit, and I've been watching after that, and I've been enjoying that shit. So they're just training to fight the devil. Literally all that's happening right now is they're just training. So they went to I think the Heart Kingdom tour with the Spirit Guardians, these motherfuckers, these random dudes who are buff at usually world mana or nature mana or whatever. I've been watching that shit. So motherfuckers been training Asta, Nero, Noel, Charlotte, the painter dude, Charmy. They all go to Heart Kingdom to try and level up. So that's what I'm watching right now.
Okay, so that's a good spot to be because they up the animation, I feel, in these episodes, and they give you a targeted goal, which is better than the other ones. They're not just hanging out doing stupid shit, and they're more in combat sense. You know what I mean? They're all right, we're gonna practice this. You learn how they can up their abilities. Yeah. The boy Real, I think his name is Real or Real. I think his name's Real.
Oh yeah. Nigga busted. Nigga busted.
Real?
He's busted. Low key though. He's busted as fuck.
So I'm hyped, man.
Last cliffhanger, I think the king's name is Dante. I think is he the king? Don't spoil it, but I'm just thinking out loud. It looks like he's the king of the spade, but he's also the demon because they showed. I know he has demon powers. I've already been spoiling that shit. I know he has fucking demon powers. Yeah. There's no need to try and hide it from me. I know he has demon powers. But is he the demon they're been talking about? Because they're saying I obviously might have missed this because I skipped a bunch of parts.
Yeah.
But they're talking about a devil killed Noel's mom.
Marcella.
That's Noel's mom, right?
No, Noel's mom is
Marcella. Who the fuck's Marcella?
But the demon's name is Marcella.
So that demon killed Noel's mom, right?
But the mom.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, they said that, but they said that in the show, but I wasn't sure. They cursed her.
Yeah. So you missed this. So to fill you in, the demon curses people's. Marcella, like she curses. That's her magic thing. Like she puts curses, like how Nero can like seal seals and shit. The Queen of the Heart Kingdom. I forget. It's like Leperka or something like that.
The lady with the water spirit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she got cursed. So that's why they went to the kingdom, because she's cursed.
I did not know
as well.
They might have said that too, but I just didn't understand.
Yeah. So that's like they're picking up on big cursed energy, and like that's a huge part is her.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's why there's a demon. I'm not going to spoil it, but they've already. So it's like tough because there's two demons that you would know of if you watch the arcs leading up. It's Marcella and whoever. Dante
okay. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I was asking. So that shit, whatever they're going after, like that devil is different than Dante. Because they showed last episode, they showed Dante, a cliffhanger with Dante, and they had like this shadow of like a demon behind him. So I'm like, I know he has demon powers. Yeah. So I was trying to think like if he's the demon they're going after, but that's not the case. He's a separate and demon entity, and they're going after the big bad who killed Noel's or fucking whatever the guy's doing.
It's spicy. You're close. You're onto something.
Yeah, that shit.
So
that shit's
it's one of the
little mystery. I'm like, okay, I have a reason to watch now. I have a reason to watch it. Once they add a little mystery, like once they add one question I need answered, I'm like, okay, I have a reason to keep watching because I need to know what's going on.
Oh, and I'm telling you, when you see it, you're like, oh, this is fire. And you also have to know this too, because the future episodes won't make sense until you know this. I forgot which two of the Black Bulls go on a scouting mission. I think it's the girl with the I should know these names by now, but it's the woman with the cat. The cat of fate.
Vanessa? I can't remember. I think it is Vanessa.
I think it is Vanessa.
She's a baddie too. She's a baddie.
But like, yeah, facts. Two people go on a scouting mission and they see they see a demon from the Spade Kingdom with a cursed energy, and they're like, wow, this guy's a murderer. Like, this is crazy. So someone in this, it might be Dante, it might be Marcella. You don't we don't know who it is yet. But shit won't make sense until you won't get the full thing until because they say the name of the person, if it's Dante or not. You know what I mean? Like, you found out who Dante is, so like up until this point, you're kind of on like a roulette wheel of like, who the fuck is it Dante who's killing these people? Is it Marcella? Is Dante's devil Marcella?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm not giving you anything. I'm trying to give you some more mystery. Because I'm seeing those old episodes. You're like, it's funny that you're in the mystery you're at now. Like, who is Dante's person? Because that's how it is. You know what I mean? It's like,
that's the first question
all these people are getting killed.
That was the first, when they said like that one demon that killed Noel's mom, and then they showed Dante, I'm like, all right, so are they the same person? Like, what the fuck is happening? Like, that's the main question.
So yeah, once you get further in, you're gonna be like, oh boy, it's getting serious here.
Yeah, so that shit been doing good. Like, niggas been leveling up. Asked to level up against Lightning Guy. So he's found that motherfucker.
Yo.
So like, yeah, like they just gonna be leveling up. The last episode I saw though was Yami versus the sister, Sisgolion, maybe calling her. She's different.
Mm-hmm. Yo, she don't play games,
like these motherfuckers literally unlock Skywalk, bro, from fucking One Piece. Like they're literally skywalking, bro. Like
Yeah.
I was seeing her, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? The bitch using shampoo? I'm like, huh? And then Yami using that shit. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all are built different. She's really.
It's funny too because she levels people up all the time, and she's like, "Oh, she's gonna kill me if I don't like level up this fight." She was really gonna kill him, bro.
Which tells which just says something about her strength. Like this is Yami we're talking about, and she had my man on the back foot for like majority of the fight, and then she said she wasn't even going down fully hard, bro. So I'm just like, yo. She did say she's like I wasn't even going fully. Like she had an extra level she could have gone to. I'm like, yo,
right. I was thinking of the Elf arc when she showed up and she just put people to sleep. They were like, "What? She's knocked out and she's still fighting." She was literally passed out, just up throwing haymakers.
Like it's crazy to me. Like, am I supposed to believe that the brother is stronger than her? Fuegoleon? No. Okay. I was about to say I don't believe it. I don't believe for a fucking second. Fuegoleon, there's no way he's stronger than the sister, bro. I'm sorry.
Maybe. I don't. Maybe I don't even fire spirit.
Even with Salamander, bro. I'm taking her over him. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, I think the mix is with Black Clover is that Sisgolian. And you can't call her any other name. I don't know her name. Like
Sisgolian is the perfect name for her, though.
Yeah.
Because you know exactly what I'm talking about if I say that. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. One moment of just like appreciation, like for a powerful female character who isn't just like a support character. She's a legitimate threat throughout the whole maybe even top I was gonna say sorcerer.
Beat her, bro.
Like if she was a captain,
who the fuck?
Nobody. Like no.
You're not. I'm not even gonna put Vengeance up against her, bro. World Tree, she burned that tree down. Promise you that. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. She mastered Mana Zone.
Really she was crazy. The only nigga really fucking with her, I think, is Julius. That's the only nigga.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, Julius is.
That's what I'm saying. That's
a whole other story.
That's the only nigga who's fucking with her, I think, because she's really built different, and like. It's crazy.
She really is. And I just wanted to say that, like, big ups to like having female characters not be just support characters for one, but two, I think that's what they did because like you brought it up about the brother. I think that Sisgolian and the brother is like Sisgolian's character. Like I love the way they did it, the way she's developed and constructed in the story is that she just wants to be a free spirit. Like she just wants to fight. So you can't be a wizard captain. You can't be a captain if you just want to fight. And the other like Fuegoleon, he wants to be. He's like a little bit more refined.
Definitely.
More. He's a little bit older, like more laid back. So he's better as a captain because he thinks in terms of what's best for the unit. And Sisgolian is just like thinks in, can I punch these people with these hands? Yeah. So by pure strength, I think Sis is definitely on top. But with being a leader, like if she even alluded to that, remember when they're like the brother was her? She's like, I don't want to be
captain.
Captain.
I remember that shit. Yeah, she wouldn't be fit to be the captain, bro. She wouldn't. She just has to be like this lone entity that when shit pops off in the kingdom, she's just gonna fight some nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what she's gonna do. She gonna be in the volcano training.
She gives me Mihawk vibes.
And then she pop off. She's skywalking to these motherfuckers and just punching them in the face, bro.
Right. She gives me Mihawk vibes.
Facts, though.
Just like they only call on her when like shit.
I'm just gonna chill, do my own thing. And when shit pop off, I'll be there.
It's funny that you brought that up because I really want an episode where like shit's getting real dirty, like they're fighting the demons or the devils or something. And they're just like Sis, and she just like hero drops in the middle and was like, "Hey guys, like I'm here," and everyone's like, "Sisgolian, thank you." like someone's getting like beat down the shit out of him, and all of a sudden Sisgolian rolls up. It's like, "Sorry, I kept you waiting."
I think it would be good if it was Leo, but I think it would tarnish his character arc. But I think it would hit. It would hit hard. If Leo, like, just picture this, like Leo, after leveling up, like OD, he's still fighting this demon and he's about to lose, and then Sisgolian comes and saves him. Like, it would hit so hard, but it would definitely tarnish his character arc. Because I literally watched an episode yesterday or 2 days ago where he was talking about like how he feels inadequate because he like every time he gets stronger, he realizes just how far away his brother and his sister are from him. He's like, no matter how strong I get, they still seem unattainable. So it would tarnish his character arc for sure. But it would hit so different for the sister though. For the sis, it would hit crazy. I don't want to throw Leo to the dog like that, but it would hit different. If she came in to save Leo, man, it would hit.
I'm not going to disagree with you on that. And before you go on, I just wanted to, because I was saying this before, we were talking about this before the podcast. So you were saying how it's going to, like, it might end as a series and go to seasonal or whatever?
That's my guess.
Like,
because I did see that. People are saying it's going to, quote unquote, end at, like, what, like, episode, like, 150, 130? What's it on right now?
I think it's further than that, right?
So it might be 150.
I don't know. I could look it up right now, but I don't think it's Black Clover. It's at 169 right now, so it has to be way deep.
Oh, they said March 30th. Okay, March 30th. Okay. So that's next episode, or two episodes away.
No, that'd make me sad because if it ends and like you said, if it goes seasonal, it would make sense because the way their animation has been, I think they've gotten a lot of positive reviews on how like well it's been drawn and how like I think they probably upped the budget on it. So if they want to make it seasonal to keep it in the same context and have it at the same quality it's been at, I would appreciate that.
Yeah,
I would not be upset.
I think it's gonna be a thing where it goes seasonal, bro. I think that's what they're planning on doing. That's like the only like route I see, bro.
Yeah, I don't see why they would stop it. It's really good.
They're not gonna
unless something's happening.
Like, I don't know. I'm not sure what studio does it. It could be a thing where the studio is just doing a lot right now, so that's why they're gonna move it to seasonal. So they have the chance to like give it what it deserves. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know the studio that's behind this shit. Like, I don't know.
No, I mean it definitely works.
I think my guess is that it's gonna go seasonal.
Okay.
I don't see it. I don't see the anime just ending without just being done.
Being done.
Now, while the manga is, I'm pretty sure it's still ongoing. Like, I don't think that they will just end the
anime. You never know.
Yeah, you're right. What we do never fucking know, dude.
Never know how shit rolls, but new episode's out, so I'm gonna definitely watch that on today. So, I mean, that's my feels on Black Clover. Me and you had pretty much the same weekly recap. So
yeah. I'll say this: I've been watching this Mafia anime on my stream. I'm gonna wait until I finish it to talk about it. But it's fucking good. It's so good. Just think like the vibe of like something like The Sopranos or like The Goodfellas, like a classic like Italian like mafia story, but anime. Just think, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
It's fucking. That's kind of cool. It's so good. I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm not even gonna give a synopsis until I'm fucking done watching it. So you might not hear it for like 2 more weeks because I think I have like 6 episodes left.
Seems like you're never going to hear me talk about anything else again.
That shit is fucking good, bro.
I give you promise. Oh, dude. There's so many good animes. I need to start branching out a little bit. But then again, I just let you find all the good ones and then I watch them.
Because I'm always looking for some new shit, bro. I'm always on Crunchyroll and then some poster catching my eye. I'm like, ooh. Like, I've been thinking about watching this World Trigger shit because the poster looks cool to me. The poster...
Was that the joint where we said the gun in the robot hand? And I was like, whatever, there's a robot hand.
Oh,
like,
I'm not sure if that. I'm not sure. The poster's right here. It looks cool as shit. Yeah, it looks tight. It's like some dude. They have like a weird like fucking like laser gun. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, I always go on the poster. Poster's the first thing that gets me. Poster. Then I read the synopsis, and if the synopsis is good, then I watch first episode.
Yo, there's so many things. I need to just take a moment and just sit back and watch all the tried and true like anime, like Mob Psycho.
I haven't watched that.
Need to watch that.
I hear it's fucking flames though.
Yeah, I heard it is too. I need to finish up. I need to go a little bit deeper into Tokyo Ghoul. Not gonna lie, that one has been good every single time I loaded it up and watched it. It's just that
I think they changed. They changed like the story for the anime. I think I remember watching season 1 is very good, but then there's a point where like they just shift, and I don't remember liking it after that. And I think it was like a thing where like they changed the story from the manga or whatever the case may be.
It's just like, we switched it. I know this one's gonna go crazy, but you watched that One Piece joint?
Of course,
you watched that.
Of course, bro. I've been.
Yo, is there an owl up in here? Because
I've been tuning this Owen flashback. I've been waiting for this shit for like a year to get animated, bro. So I'm tuning in I'm tuning into every episode now.
I want to go back to like our first episode because I'm pretty sure you said something in our first ever episode
about the Odin flashback.
I said like because remember when we started, they were going up to episode 1000, and you were reading it. I think was it episode 1 you were like talking because I was in Whole Cake, and you're like, oh man, wait till you get further, wait till you get to Wano.
Yeah, we should.
And I was like, what? And you're like, oh yeah, man,
see that shit. That's just crazy.
Yeah. So it's funny that we've been in the podcast. Can you believe that we've been in the podcast for damn near episode 25? So I mean 27, 28. This is 28, so bro, 28 weeks.
Fucking wild.
How many months is that? 28 weeks?
6
4
months,
weeks in a month?
4, 8, 12, 16, 24, 28.
20,
yeah. So
28?
like 6-ish?
6 months we've been rocking with
that's
this.
Crazy.
Almost in a year, fam. But it's been longer than that because we took like a couple breaks in between. Like, so it's probably been about 7 months since we've been rocking with the podcast. Damn, dude. Yeah. So that was one thing that you were saying. You're like, oh, wait till you get to the Wano, and like, dude, Odin Sama is so cheeseburgers and French fries, fam. He's such a good character. Like,
you can tell Oda took his time with making this character, and you could tell how Oda had been wanting to draw or tell Wano's story for so long because everything is so fresh. Right. Like, the fact like man must have been itching to get to fucking Wano, bro, because it's based on Japanese culture. Like all the things align to like he would obviously want to draw this shit. So it shows because of how fucking good it is, man.
Man, and you know what? It's just the person that Odin is. It's like he wants to go. He's a lot like Roger. And he wants to adventure, and like that's what we got to see. But I love how Whitebeard considers him like I didn't notice that Whitebeard like calls people his children who aren't on his level, and people who match him. Yeah, he says brother.
So like that was a huge thing in the fucking manga when that fucking happened because like Whitebeard always says like, oh, become my son or whatever. This is the first time. Yeah, where in the manga he calls Odin his little brother. So like I don't know if Odin's on his level. I don't think so, but like he's above everybody else. He's like,
like you got to see
and
that.
Like you could tell he tells that on purpose. He's like, like you're like my brother. So like it's just crazy.
Ooh, that gave me goosebumps just thinking about that. When he's like, he goes, yo, there's something like when they were about to fight that one time. He goes, whoa, there's something dangerous coming. And it was just Odin like sprinting. It was like, wow. Whitebeard's calling this person dangerous. If Whitebeard's calling, because right after that they show how on a next level Whitebeard is, right? And then he's like, if he called him dangerous, that's insane.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah. Oh, but that episode was. This episode has. I don't know what it is with One Piece. I think it is a. I mean, people are gonna give a shit all the time, but I think One Piece is like a perfect anime, like with storytelling and foreshadowing.
The foreshadowing is unmatched in One Piece. Unmatched. The motherfucker Oda will drop a hint to something 600 chapters later. I will always refer to this example. Oda hinted Sanji's true backstory back in fucking Jaya. And we didn't get to know about it until Whole Cake Island. So there's a point in Jaya. There's a point in Jaya where they're getting books from like the sea or from Mont Blanc or whatever, right? And Sanji goes, "Oh, I know this book, No One the Liar. It's from the north." And then so you ask him, "Oh, Sanji, are you from the north?" He's like, "Yeah, I was born in the north." And then they throw it off. They're like, "All right, whatever, who cares?" We met Sanji in the east.
I remember
and he was born in the north. And they make it a point like, "Oh, how'd you get to the east from the north? That's weird." And they don't bring it up until later when you find out that Germa was from the north and he's from Germa. So the man dropped his backstory in fucking Jaya.
I do remember that. I missed that whole arc and I went back and
he hinted that shit in Jaya, bro. And then we get the full realization of that backstory in fucking Whole Cake Island, bro. It's unmatched. You would never think that one line that Sanji knew this book from the north, you wouldn't think that mattered. But everything Oda says in this story matters.
Oh, it does. It just brings up once again Jaya when Luffy and Zoro met Blackbeard, and they were like, "Oh, he's like a different." They're like, "Nah, like, you mean they? Like, there's more." Like, and I'm like, "What the hell does that mean?"
No,
and then we find out when they're in the fight, and Buggy and Shanks are like, he hasn't slept this whole time. Some people say he hasn't even slept since he was born. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, he just is up he stays up, never sleeps. He's a monster. And I'm like, that's kind of fucked up. But like, those kids got that feel from him. Like, what is going on? Like,
I don't remember exactly when in the story, but there's a point in the story where somebody says that like there's a rumor. Oh, I think it's when they get to Drum Island. And they say that people from Snow Islands don't sleep. And a Blackbeard was found on a Snow Island. Like, he was like an orphan. And he was from a Snow Island. So, like, it's another thing, like, they don't, quote unquote, sleep. So it's another thing, like, Blackbeard is weird. Another, like, saying, like, Blackbeard's body is weird. The motherfucker, there's something up with him, bro.
Yeah, I want to know if he's just, like, I feel like he might have ate a devil fruit that like causes him to have like
that's the major theory, is that he ate the Cerberus devil fruit. So you know Cerberus is like the demon dog with 3 heads. Yeah, that's and like his Jolly Roger is a skull with 3 heads. So like the major theory is that like he has the Cerberus devil fruit or whatever, and that gives him the chance to eat 3 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Two other, and that's why he's able to have darkness and the earthquake.
Which is insane, like for an end boss, like to have the 2 strongest devil fruits, right? Like, are they both there? One's Logia and one's Paramecium, and then what's the third one? Zonin. So that would really make sense
if the Zone, and it would completely trifecta. So it 100% makes sense.
Oh, do we do it?
I don't know
we
if
just
we
do
did
it?
This has been a theory in the community for a long time.
We're gonna take that.
I'm not taking that one. First. Deion could take it. I'm not plagiarizing that shit.
No, put my name on
it. Yo, so yeah, that shit is crazy. So like the whole Blackbeard, that Shang, and even sticking with the Shanks and Buggy. Like, I really want to give a shout out to my man Buggy, bro. Because, like, we give Buggy a lot of shit because of how we know him in the present story. But you see him here, the man was about that action. He's here with Shanks. They're fighting the White Bear Pirates. He's not running nothing. He's about the action. So, to me, that signifies that something happened that switched Buggy's mind, and now he's not about the action anymore. I'm curious if it's a thing that like because he was with this crew, they gave him strength, and now that he's Dolo, he don't want to fight. Or it could even be a thing with him and Shanks. So like what I'm thinking is Shanks and Buggy we knew they were been on Roger's crew together as kids. They have always been together. So it could be a thing where, like, because Buggy had Shanks, he was able to power through things that made him nervous because he had his boy with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, his friend, like the nigga who he grew up with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, so any kind of conflict or conversation that they had, he knew, like, all right, I'm with Shanks, like, we can get through this because we've been through shit. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward to Logtown, when Gold Roger gets executed to start the story, and Shanks and Buggy have that fight where they break off. That can shatter Buggy's whole thing. So now Buggy does not have that support system, and now he's nervous about everything. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's true, but it's a major shift in how Buggy seems back when he's a kid to, like, now Buggy.
Yeah, it does. It seems like he was powered down.
Like he powered down, which doesn't make sense because he got a devil fruit. He should be powered up because he got a devil fruit. So it seems like it's a mental thing, though. Like he's traumatized, PTSD type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it obviously fucking would,
like,
bro.
Or it could be like a jealousy thing too, like because Shanks did
go on to
like,
become a Yonko, bro. Like they dipped off, they parted ways at Logtown, and then Shanks went on to become one of the 4 strongest people in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm.
That's weird. That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking about with that episode, with the Buggy thing, especially because, like, you would think that Buggy was like Usopp, bro, but he wasn't.
That's what I'm saying.
You would think that Buggy had the same kind of vibe as Usopp, but that's not the case. Not even fucking close, bro.
Yeah,
Nigga had Buggy the 6 daggers out. He was ready.
Yeah, it feels like, I'm not gonna even hold you. It feels like Buggy is not as strong as Usopp. I'm not gonna lie. Like people put Usopp like shit on him sometimes, like he's stupid weak, but like he has gained a lot of power.
The man got crazy. He has crazy marksmanship, bro. Like the man can shoot you the man shot like that shit at Sugar from miles away, bro. Like the man's marksmanship is on another level. So like he obviously has skills.
They said, once again the foreshadowing. Remember when they were in Marineford? I think it was Marineford, right? Where they were saving Robin.
Annie's lobby.
Is that
Yeah.
Annie's lobby, yeah. And he was on the top of the bridge shooting the people, and they're like, there's no marksman that can hit us from this far away.
Usopp with a slingshot.
And it was just
not even a gun, a slingshot. He's just saying bink, like, new pebbles and shit. Like, bro.
Yeah. So the foreshadowing is lit. Yeah, that's something else, man. And I feel like they just put Buggy to 0. I feel like it was one of those, he was supposed to be like, I don't know, I felt like he was supposed to be a training arc or like a building thing. Like Luffy's got weak people to like get stronger, and like it was like a woman who ate the slim fruit or the slick. And it's like those people are so, but then again, then we see Buggy rocking with the Whitebeard pirates, like you said. There's no way this man is the same Buggy we saw.
There had to be some kind of shift in what happened, or his mentality on how he operates in these situations. That's what I feel like, because the Buggy we see back then when he's younger and the one we see like in present day feels like night and day to me. Whereas Shanks feels the same.
It does.
Shanks feels exactly the same.
Yeah.
But like Buggy feels
I agree with that. Buggy does. Yo, one other thing too, boss. Riley?
My man Ray is like, we gotta just give like this 2 things, and this episode did really well. And like showing the Rayleigh shit was cool, but giving the spotlight to my man Scopper Gabon is what I really appreciate, bro. Because I really appreciate it, because Scopper is one of the people we knew. Like Scopper was, before we met, like we meet Roger's crew in this, like, we get names for like a lot of them. I don't remember them, but he has a fishman on his crew. We get named for the fishermen, and we get names. So before we got this,
we know the
we knew he had we didn't have the name before, and
I thought we did get the name. I thought when we met Frankie.
Oh,
the
that's different. That's Tom. So Tom didn't travel on his crew.
Yeah.
So he actually has a fisherman on his crew that travels with them all the time.
Oh,
just like Luffy.
Okay. Yep.
Another parallel between them.
Yep.
Classic. Another parallel. They both have fishermen. So we see that shit, but they gave Scopper the shine, bro, which I really appreciate because we knew about Scopper before anybody else. Scopper was the one of the two we knew from Roger's crew, which was Silver Israeli and Scopper Gabon, which is their scheme, like Gold Roger, Silver Israeli, Scopper, Copper. You know what I'm saying? He's the third, so we knew about him from the jump. So I'm just happy he got shine, bro, because we didn't know shit about him. My man who had the dual axes, he was fighting Odin.
Yeah.
So I really, really, really loved seeing Scopper get shine because I also think Scopper is going to show up in the main story.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in the main story yet, right?
I'll put fucking money on it.
Right?
That he showed up in the main story.
Well, you can't. I was thinking, that's the one thing that is still, we're, almost a grand episodes in, and they're still, not all the Roger pirates didn't die.
We don't know which one of them died yet.
Yeah. So it's the whole story has been built around following Gold Roger's treasure, but yet there's still a whole crew out there.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm saying. So I feel like Chopper's gonna show up, bro.
He might level Zoro up. That's what I would say.
He's not a swordsman though. He's not a swordsman. They use axes.
But that's the thing. I think that's the funny thing. I think that's something that Odin would do. Is that he would bring a dude with axes because he fought against a swordsman and did well. So maybe that's the next thing for Zoro, right? Hey, you've been fighting people to try to fight swordsmen, but you haven't tried to be different than a swordsman. You know what I mean? That weird double entendre. Change your. Well, think about it. He does this all the time. Remember when he was fighting Mr. Was it?
Yeah, but Mr. One is a swordsman because he's made of swords.
Yeah, exactly. But he's you gotta cut more than steel, and then he hit the trees.
Yeah.
And he's don't cut it, and he had to go through his whole different shift, and then he went to Mihawk, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe he's training to be the best swordsman. Then they do some play on words where it's you gotta train different than that, and then he just learns two axe style. Not really learns.
This nigga's not gonna be using axes, bro. I promise you.
I'm not saying he's gonna use it, but he's gonna learn some shit. You think a guy is gonna have two axes and can't fight against people with swords? He probably has some crazy shit.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if he's training Zoro, but he'll definitely show up in the story. He's definitely gonna spit some game about the real history and shit like that. Dude. That's what I think is gonna happen.
The reason why I feel like that is because they already have done it. Luffy trained with Rayleigh,
right? Yeah,
and but that
doesn't mean that Zoro is gonna get picked up by Scopper because that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
Why not?
Getting Luffy getting picked up by the Rayleigh makes sense for the story because how similar Luffy is to Roger. And getting taught by Roger's right-hand man, that makes sense for the story. How does it make sense for Zoro to get trained by Scopper? That makes zero sense. I'm sorry.
Because man's got to get leveled up too.
So you're telling me out of all the swordsmen in Wano that he can learn stuff from, he's going to learn from a guy who's axes? That makes no sense, bro. That makes no sense.
That, but I feel like some... Hey, yo...
All right, you can
I'm putting it on paper right now.
I'm not gonna co-sign that shit. I'm not co-signing that shit at all.
I mean, Zoro's already in Wano, so he's getting some love already.
Got a new sword and shit. He's already good. He don't need shit from Scopper, bro. Scopper has to come through and not train anyone. He has to come through and tell us about the true history. What the fuck is happening in the world? That's what I want.
Same point.
I don't give a fuck about if he trains Zoro or not. Zoro has enough shit to go through.
Zoro does get the most power-ups, I feel.
So, Oda loves Zoro. The only person who Oda loves more than Zoro is Luffy. Legit.
Yeah. And that's a very thin line. He's Zoro get one more power-up, he's over it. Oh man. So the weekly recap was like 5 hours.
Like that though.
Because I really don't even, like I was saying before, for like mine, like it was just I just want to watch JJK. Like it's just, when they get to a point where it's good. The boy Megami just like
I heard you went crazy. I didn't watch the episode yet, but I heard you went crazy.
Yeah, he just did some shit. He's just like he went for it and he did it. He went for it and he did it. Yeah, it was. But it's one of those things, like, every single episode of JJK is, like, I can't find anything wrong with it. And that's the problem. Like, I've had an anime hit so well. Even, like, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, I felt was, like, hitting really well for so long. But they had some, like, loose episodes. I
definitely agree with that. Just, like, JJK hits crazy.
And I'm just over here sitting and thinking, like, what do I want to watch other than this? And I can't find anything. So that's why I find all the good stuff. Like,
that shit's fucking funny. I mean, I don't blame you, bro. Because that shit is really on some shit right now.
All right. Well, you want to get in between two walls? I know you got a lot to speak on.
Bro, let's fucking talk about the second Attack on Titan. Because this shit is too crazy. So you know what time it is. It's time for the main meat where you're hopping into the segment Between Two Walls, where me and Young Dion chat about everything going on Paradise Island to Marley. So we're going to see what the fuck going on with this shit, because these 2 episodes really went crazy, bro. Really went crazy.
Did they though?
I don't understand how you can say not, bro. I don't understand.
I mean,
you're a fight guy, and we saw Levi get beat up. So like, I don't understand how you can be saying shit like this.
You said Levi. You mean Armin? Levi ain't never.
We see Levi. Oh, we see Levi beat somebody up. I meant to say.
Oh yeah, we see Levi. Not somebody. Everybody.
So, like, I don't understand how you can say this shit. All right, go ahead and trash Aaron. I want to see how you're trashing Aaron, because I'm not convinced. Okay. I'll say right now, I'm not convinced about everything they're trying to convince us on with Aaron. They're trying to feed us things. I feel that. And I'm like, I'm not taking that.
I'm eating.
Yeah, you falling for the shit. I know for a fact you falling for it. I'm not falling for it though.
I told you. I said in the beginning, my brain is smooth, man. I'm losing heads at the time every second. I'm a 2-head at this point. Like now,
yeah. So talk about it.
I'm hearing Aaron saying all this shit like, I hated you forever, Mikasa, and like I'm like, yo, bro, shut the hell up. I'm like, is this Pop speaking? Is that really what it is? Like, is Aaron just tripping? Like, nah, like this is not the Aaron I want to watch. I want to watch Aaron, like the 3 Musketeers. I want to see Armin, Aaron, and Mikasa running down the set, destroying cities. Like, I don't care. Like, this is the thing. I don't care if they even turn evil and all 3 of them start doing crazy stuff. That I want to see them together. I don't want to see them disbanded. And they are taking away my team. I don't want to see my team go.
Your team anymore. Aaron's
what? I don't care about Aaron. I care about the series.
I'm telling you right now. I'm not fucking convinced. And like,
okay,
and I'm not convinced. So first off, that scene. First of all, the first thing I want to say about that scene with Armin, Mikasa, Eren, and Gabby at the table is that Gabby did not take her hands off of that table one time. I went back and I looked to make sure. Gabby did not move her hands off of that table once. Not once. And she was talking crazy. Oh, I'm about to kill Eren. Talking crazy. When Eren pulled up, she did not move an inch. Palms on the table. Face up. Up. She ain't move. That's the first thing.
Aaron
That's the first thing I'll say.
That energy of like
them titling this episode "Savagery" was perfect, because the motherfucker came in there full savage, full, bro. I'm telling you.
100.
So first and foremost, I'm not convinced that to me, what this scene feels like is just Eren cutting ties with Armin and Mikasa because he don't want them getting involved with whatever he's planning. It don't seem like he really hates them, because he came in there, in my eyes, he came in there with a set plan to fuck with them. Because if you think about how Mikasa and Armin are, like, if you think about their strengths, Armin's good at talking and like arguing things through, shit like that. Mikasa's good at fighting, you know, and Mikasa's good at fighting. You know what I'm saying? So like, what happened in this scene? Eren fought Armin, and he argued with Mikasa. So he went in there and made them do things they're not good at. So from the jump, he went in there trying to fuck with them. So with to me, seems like he has some ulterior motive, because he went in there and he got Armin. Armin wanted to talk to Eren. Exactly.
And he riled him up
on purpose. Yeah. Just so he wouldn't think clearly. And then he got into Mikasa's head so she wouldn't fight, because she's good at that. So he went in there and did things they're not good at. He literally went in there and fought Armin and argued with Mikasa, when those are things they are not good at. So he immediately has the upper hand. So to me, it seems like the whole thing was just a setup to cut his ties from them, because he don't want them involved with whatever the fuck he's doing, bro. Because again, I'm not convinced. They're trying to feed us that he is in on Zeke's plan, that they have the same plan.
Yeah.
But we have not heard from Eren's mouth that he agrees with Zeke's plan. We just meant to assume that because they met or whatever. They never, not once, tell us or say it or show us in the show that they are actually fighting for the same plan. We still do not know what Eren's plan is.
Yeah.
We do not know.
Right.
We know what Zeke's plan is. Zeke plans to euthanize the Eldians to save the world. That's Zeke's plan. So they're trying to make us believe that's Eren's plan also, but they have not said it to us, and I'm not convinced. I am not convinced, bro.
Because like I'm over here shook up like Armin,
I'm over
angry.
here
like,
taking this shit like, no, this shit went too according to Eren's plan. I feel like Eren stepped in there and he knew, like, okay, I have to somehow say some shit to Armin to make him not think clearly. He brought up Annie. Obviously, Annie would fuck up his mind. What the first thing he brought up to Armin was Annie. First thing.
Yeah, and do you know what? All right, so I guess
come on,
so
man.
This is
boy been thinking about this for days. For days.
This is probably why I'm super salt. I just hate Flock.
I hate him too, though. I can't.
So he's
him too,
ruining it for me. I'm just hoping he gets killed. I'm like, please, someone like one of these generals, please shoot him.
In my eyes, Flock, Eren is not worried about Flock. So I'm not worried about Flock either. Because in my opinion, it feels like Flock is just like doing what he thinks Eren wants, while Eren is moving completely freely. And he says this in the show, so like what Eren's doing right now, he's completely free. And that's been Eren's arc from the jump. From the beginning, Eren has sought after freedom. That's his main thing.
Yes.
And he says now that he's fully free. Right. So you want me to believe that Zeke is manipulating him? That's what I thought originally. I'm not there anymore. I still think we don't have all the information and Eren is still doing his own thing.
I agree with you on that. I think Flock, like, even though I just don't like, I think that's what's giving me the real sour taste. I just hate that style of person. But like, as a content creator, like when I sat back, because I was like joking when I said I was gonna come and trash it, I really did have some serious points. I think they needed to combine Paradise and Marley and create this like illusion of similarity between them. Like, Flock is brainwashed. And we've gotten that the whole time. It's like, we need a devil to save us. We need a devil to save us. And he's like creating this propaganda of like, Aaron's the savior. Follow him regardless. Like, do all these things. Like, kill people who don't follow you. Then you have Mark. Like, and then they kind of did it. They're like we gotta. They're like, put these people in the cell in the camp. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like that's what happened to you and Marley. And this is what people from Marley are feeling. So you're doing the exact same
of a cycle of violence. Literally a cycle. It's fucking crazy.
And like I felt that they had to bring the two together in terms of Aaron doesn't want this, but everyone seems that that's what they want.
What do you mean Aaron doesn't want what?
And somehow Aaron doesn't want people to be treated like they were in Marley.
That's like literally his main thing is that he don't want people to get treated like livestock. Like that's his thing. He says that multiple times. Like he hates people who are. And okay, this is a thing I thought of the other day that I forgot about until right now. So this is another reason why I don't think that Aaron is working with Zeke fully is because of that one line each of these brothers say. So Aaron says that he hates people who just want to live like livestock, like people who don't have their own freedom.
Mm-hmm.
On the flip side, in the Zeke backstory episode, he says, and I quote, that he wouldn't mind living in the camp forever. He said that.
He did say that.
So that's two wildly different things. Like basically Zeke is saying he don't mind staying a caged bird forever. Whereas Aaron says, I hate niggas who want to be a caged bird forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's another thing where I'm thinking of, like, where I don't fully believe that Aaron is really with Zeke's plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just on those two lines, because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where it falls, because it's like they're both connected
for sure.
Surely by something. And Aaron has both he has the founder, the attack, the Warhammer.
That's it.
And
that's it.
No, right? Founder, attack. I thought he has 4. We go through this every single time.
He has 3. So he has the attack that he normally had. Then he got the founder from his dad or whatever, and then he got the Warhammer in Marley. Like, what other time does he have?
Oh, I just forget. I keep thinking Armin has
the Colossal. We have 4 on our side, but Aaron has 3.
We have 4 on our side. Come on, little brain. My brain's getting
smoothing out by the second, bro. Somebody's in there ironing your shit. Like, get the wrinkles out. Get the fucking wrinkles out, bro.
Yeah. So do you think the memory leak thing is, because he even brings that up with Armin, do you think that all those being melded together is also just kind of like offsetting his mentality, or do you think it's literally just has his own plan?
I want to feel like that's true, and I want to feel like it's true, and Aaron had realized, and he was getting, like, Grisha's memories were affecting him before, if that makes sense. So, like, he knows that the memories can leak into your personality, and now that he knows that, he can stop it. Because I do think he's telling the truth about that. Because the logic 100% checks out. Like he says, if memories shape a person, a part of Bertolt is you now. So how do you know that that those feelings for Annie are yours now? You know what I'm saying? The logic fully checks out.
Yes.
So that's why. Yeah.
And that's what I was.
So like, it could be a thing where, like, it could also be a thing where he is still getting kind of influenced by Grisha's memories, but I don't know. But I do want to believe that he's fully telling the truth when he says that. I just don't know if it's affecting him or now.
Because that's what I was, like, trying to figure out, because, like, we knew Grisha's memories were affecting him, but now is the Warhammer Titans memories affecting him? Like, now is the founding Titans memories slowly getting through to him? Like, the founding Titans memories different than what everyone was saying because it was only through the royal family, so it was very limited. Was it different than that? Like, because we haven't gotten that. Like, we got the flashback for some. Like, we've gotten flashbacks of everyone's memories. Like, you know what I mean? The only people who we haven't got flashbacks for were the Founding Titan and the Warhammer. So it's like, what are those people thinking? Like, do we get the full backstory on really what the Founding Titan wanted? Because we just keep. That's the thing that you were saying too about like getting force-fed information. They every single episode they're like, the Founding Titan wanted us to live this way, or the Founding Titan wanted to have no war and no peace. Like, and then when we got to the puppet show or like whatever, they're like, yeah, you know, it was a lie. The Founding Titan really didn't do this. But like, we haven't gotten it from the Founding Titan itself.
We only know, they say that this is a quote that's like obviously said everywhere, that history is written by the victors. So all the history we know of is written by either Marley or the Eldian Empire. Like, we don't know the actual history. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know the Marley history where Eldians murdered people for 1,000 years. And then we know the Eldian history where the Eldians were building bridges and doing all this shit, good stuff. You know what I'm saying? We know that history. We don't know the actual history. And that's what we need to know from like the founder, because they wouldn't actually know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I need to figure out, there's one mystery that I need to figure out like soon. And I hope we find this out in the next episode. What's going on with Annie? Like, what about Annie? Because every time we see a back like Annie in any story, she's by herself.
Yeah,
like
I caught that in the backstory where she's walking like behind everybody. 100%. Yeah,
just like kicking her feet. Like, what is like what? And every single time we see Annie, is it that? But like when we see Annie, she was like stomping that bug out.
Yeah,
by herself.
She's fucking weird.
Yeah, is she weird? Like, what do we know? Like, are they alluding to something?
I don't know, bro. I'm not sure
like,
what's up with her. Like, because she's literally been out of the story for so long, like, we don't know any information about her. Like, we really don't. Like, yeah, we see her at Marley. She's doing that, the stomping out the bug and shit. But like, we don't really know anything else. She's just weird,
right? It's a weird dynamic, but it keeps reoccurring.
Yeah,
you know, like Zeke's talking to the scientist who's the previous Beast Titan. And then they make it a point to look over and just see Annie by herself. In that scene when they're talking about something really important.
I don't know.
You know? Like, what is that? Like, why at that time?
I feel you.
Like,
it's fucking strange, dude.
Do we talk about badass Levi now? Do we just like do we just go on a Levi
I think we talked about everything with that table scene, bro. It's I will say though that Armin did piece up Eren low key, yeah,
for like 2 seconds.
Which also makes me kind of feel like that Eren's doing his own thing also, because when he says that like who's the slave like bowing to a bastard, talking about like him following Zeke or whatever, and then he just says some bullshit like, oh, you don't understand what's going on, or he said something. Like, it makes me, he was pissed, but he didn't get as mad as I thought that would make him. You know what I'm saying? So it still makes me feel like in his mind, he knows that he's still doing his own free thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I could also be like just putting this onto Eren because he's my favorite character. I'll say that like my favorite character in the show. So I could just be projecting all this like thoughts onto it, and it could not be this at all. You know?
It could literally be exactly what is going on.
It could literally be that he's with Zeke and he's with his plan. Like, it could literally be all that, and I'm just like making this up because
Sam just in his head just doesn't want to believe it. His head canon is Aaron's got a wrinkly brain.
In my head canon, it's like Eren has to be doing this for the right reason. Like, he has to become the bad guy for everyone else's sake. You know what I'm saying? Because Eren is really self-sacrificial in a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? He's self-sacrificial in a bunch of stuff. Mm-hmm. So, like, it's not out of the wrong possibility that he's gonna do the ultimate self-sacrifice and become the world villain so everyone else can be good. You know what I'm saying? It's not out of the wrong possibility. But I could also, like I said, I could also be making this shit up and just
Sam's just like, I really want Aaron.
I just want him to be bad.
So,
I just want him to be like, like I want him to be like, I'm cool with him being bad. I don't want him to be evil. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's doing this with like no real reason, he's just like evil. I'm like, all right, fine, fuck. He's just an evil asshole. But like if he's like doing this to protect everyone, or he's like taking this burden to himself to make sure everyone else is good, I'm like, I'm good with you being the bad guy for the greater good. Like I'm cool with that. I'm fucking cool with that. So that's what I want.
Okay, I definitely respect that sentiment. Oh man. So after that whole nonsense, we get to the juiciest, like, so you're right, there's a sick, but it's not ever a fight.
It's not
like Levi doesn't get challenged.
When does Levi really get challenged? Against Kenny? Against Kenny? That's it.
Yeah, Kenny.
That's it.
Kenny.
But that's Kenny though. Yeah. Kenny's the nigga who taught Levi. So obviously, like
oh man. So Levi, and you could tell how angry Levi was in his heart when the people like, let's bring that wine. And he's like, all right.
I feel like he was just like, I guess it is anger, but I don't know if I felt full anger at that scene. I think he was just pissed off at him. Like the point at himself, because he knew. I don't know if he knew, but he had some kind of like instinctual inkling that the wine shouldn't have gone with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like suspicious, exactly, really serious.
So like it's a kind of thing where like I should have followed my instincts type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you know? But this is where I felt like he was like upset. Like, and like this was a spot in Levi's character where they showed him having a little bit of remorse and regret, was when he was like, usually like before he kind of had that when he was talking with Erwin about killing the Titans. He goes, now I know I'm killing people. And he goes, are you upset? He goes, no, I just like, but that moment where they did the preview scene, the trailer where he was dropping scene, and all the Titans were there.
The scene's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. But he was talking with his boy before about like fighting. He's like, hey, like I'm going to tell my team, like we're going to just crush this thing. We're going to snap. And then he was about to cut him and he saw his face in the Titan. And that, like, you could tell that was the moment. It wasn't as distinct as other people, but for Levi, it was like monumental.
It's a thing where like you see the emotion like just leave Levi's face. Like you would just see him, and then you could just tell like he's just like, fuck man, like I have to do this. He's just like fuck.
Yeah.
And then like his face just goes cold, bro. Like the classic like underworld like face shit Aaron has right now, like kind of like blank stare face, like it just goes cold and he just does his thing, bro. And it's crazy. My question is what made Zeke feel like he could escape Levi? That's the real question. The man Zeke had made every smart decision this whole story. What the fuck made him think he was going to escape Levi?
I don't know, man.
You've seen this man already, bro. You've seen what he could do. And you thought you was going to run away?
I was going to say, like, Levi put to sleep all your, like, a whole line, walls, tens and 20 of the Titans. You think, like, there were 30 Titans, though, in that forest.
I think they said it in the end. They said it in the show, like, that Zeke was betting on Levi not killing his friends. But, like, he doesn't understand how many of his friends he has already killed. Just based on him not knowing what the fuck is going on.
Do you know what I think it is, too? I think that everyone knows Levi came from the underground, who lived in the walls. And that's one thing that Zeke didn't know. So he thinks that Levi's just a soldier.
He's not. That's facts, bro. That's actual facts.
Yeah.
Like, he don't know that, like, Paradise motherfuckers are built different, Paradise, but like even among the Paradise niggas, Levi is extra different. You know what I'm saying? So like he just didn't know. He just didn't know. He just didn't know.
He just didn't know. Oh,
that shit,
dude. Yeah, because
it's so good.
He rolled up like he he did this. All right, so I just want to make a funny joke. When when Zeke was running, he looked so goofy.
The goofiest nigga ever, bro. And his gym, his fucking scream, like a nigga.
Have you seen the memes on TikTok where people are like, yo, oh my god, there's this one where it's like, yo, my man just brought me this new 7-Up. It tastes pretty.
I think Mo sent one of them shits in the Discord. Shout out to man Mo. This nigga said, yo, he's
start fading out, bro.
Bro, that's just from Dave Chappelle, right? It sounds like Dave Chappelle. It sounds like it is okay.
Yeah,
that's just fucking like nigga just
drops, starts shitting. Screen flickers. when your man brings you some tasty beverage.
It's just that Zeke spinal fluid wines. Nigga just dead.
Yeah. There was one. It was like New York one where it's like when you at the bodega and they give you that new bev, it's like, yo, man, this is good.
Bro, it's fucking funny. Oh shit, dude.
Oh yeah, he hit that roar though, and that was so funny. And
we knew
he's like
it was
running,
happening, bro. We knew it.
He was super clipped. He was clipped so fast, it was ridiculous. He rolled up on him so quick, and he's like, "What the heck, yo?" Zeke was outmatched.
We knew that though,
and all fast.
We knew that though. Like the man Levi in combat ability is unmatched. From the words of the mangaka himself, like the author of the fucking story says Levi in combat is unmatched. So why the fuck would I think that Zeke's gonna stand a chance? Like what?
It's like, how does he even stand a chance? Like he's not even a Titan. I love how he's not even a Titan.
It just doesn't matter.
You know what I mean?
Like the man is just so saucy that it just doesn't. It's over.
Yo, do you know what I also wanted to bring up too? Like now we're in the Zeke fight scene, is that the previous Beast Titan was like, we are not made for war,
and Zeke changed that.
He pretty much said that.
So that's why they've said that Zeke is the best Beast Titan they've ever had, and we can see why, because they previously thought that the Beast wasn't good at war, but now they know that the Beast has crazy throwing ability, so he's good at shit now. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy.
He's like, it's just wild to think like his combat skill is so low compared to like Levi, but like he still has a Titan advantage. He ripped that Titan's head off and threw it at him. Yeah. And then Levi just dodging that shit to zoop midair. Come on. He ripped this nigga straight out. He had the gun. Yo, Levi is so big brain that he didn't even come with the double swords this time. He knew he was going to do the hardening already. And he had the
Thunder Spear.
Bro.
The
Thunder Spears. Instant.
This man knew. Levi's too smart. This man, Levi knew, like, he's like, he's not going to let me cut him out the nape again, bro. Like, obviously. So what we need some extra shit. Thunder Spear it is, bro.
Thunder Spears, dude. Yo. He put to sleep all the Titans in the forest and then rolled up and the spear going past his head again,
bro,
to hit the tree.
That scene is crazy. Like just him pulling up on them, because like if you notice, you can see him in the background. My homie Luna in the stream like made me go back to catch it, because like if you see him, the main focus is obviously on Zeke, but then in the background you just see like him zipping through. And then you see the fucking lion chew past Zeke's face. I'm like, dude, fucking crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, you see him in the background, like pulling up, and then you see the zip line through past his face. I'm like, shit.
That's funny. Like dude. And then when he was like cutting him, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you." This is where I think Levi is like gonna miss out, though, is that he's very like he still needs to get information from him. So he's not trying to kill him, which is going to be like the downfall, right?
Which is
because we know that Peak's there.
We do.
So is it going to be a dub? Is it going to be a double Peak save? Like
we do know that, but I freaking forgot Peak was there, bro. They want us to forget that they're there. They want us to fucking forget.
Exactly, and they did like the like I say like mini foreshadowing. He was on the cart the whole time. you know.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
So what happens with that?
That got me. That got me thinking now, though. Because
there's a lot of like,
yeah, dude, that has my fucking mind churning now that fucking Peak is there, dude.
Right, and they said it. Remember, because Falco said this, right? Falco was laying it on the floor, and he heard like the Zeke thing. He goes, "It felt like I got jolted by electricity." So that's like a warning symbol. So so Reiner and Peak, they must know he's in trouble because they're gonna feel that.
I'm not sure because I think they felt it because they had the wine. So Falco got hit with the wine bottle and he got some wine. He got some wine inside of him. That's why they're trying to get it out the water. So I think the people who had the wine felt the shock. So I don't know if Peak would have felt it. Because the shock is from Zeke trying to turn him into Titans. But because he was so far away, they didn't hear the scream. But they felt the shock. They felt, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
You're crazy, bro.
That's cool. Okay. And that would make so much sense, like back in the old episode where Zeke was on the wall and he just roars and then like Titans show up.
It fucking makes
it real rap.
Sense. Yeah. Crazy.
Damn, he really did turn that whole village into.
Yeah, he did.
Into
100%. We knew that though. We knew that already.
Yeah,
it's crazy. We should also go back to this shit. So my thing is, we talked about what Aaron was saying to Mikasa and Armin, right? And we know how he's gave that explanation about like why Mikasa, how he like hates Mikasa, and like how the only reason she's even like doing things for him is because of her Anchorman blood. So do we think it's the same with Levi and Erwin? So do we think Erwin is Levi's quote unquote host that he always wants to protect and shit? Do we think that's the case?
That would be pretty.
You know what I'm saying? Real. Because Levi is hyper fixated on keeping this promise to Erwin. And we know that.
Yeah.
So is that a thing where like his Anchorman blood is making him super loyal to Erwin?
That would make so much sense. Ooh, I didn't mind blown.
I just thought that just came to my mind right now. Wow. Literally right now. Literally right now that came to my mind.
Yeah. Because he went hard when Erwin like he was like go you do this. And he's like, okay. And he's always been like that. Yeah, wow. And that's true, but that's also very true, right? Because like what happened? Remember when he chose to the disconnect between that is he chose to give the steer to Armin, even though it would have saved Erwin.
Oh, yeah, true.
Right? So like he fought against that urge.
Oh yeah, true.
But like it does make sense though too, because he is hyper fixated. So what is that?
It could be a thing where his super loyalty didn't made it so he didn't want to bring Erwin back into this cruel world. You know what I'm saying? It could be a thing where like his loyalty it wasn't faltering and that he didn't bring him back. It was showing in spades when he didn't bring him back because it would be crazy to bring Erwin back into this fucking wild world when he's left it already. You know, like he's gone. You know what I'm saying? So his loyalty could be a thing where like I don't want to even bring him back into this shitty world because I fuck with him so much. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's the thing I was thinking about right now is that like because we said like what everyone was saying that like the reason Mikasa is even like so into like Eren is simply because the Anchorman blood like makes them protect an Eldian king or whatever, and like that's her king. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, ma.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's just random thought I had.
Get it, King? Yo. That's so true. It definitely added so much more like suspense and like mystery to the whole thing. And I wasn't like I want to trash it, but I just like I said, I want my trio to be strong.
You might still get it.
That's
bro.
why
like I'm saying, like I'm not fully convinced that like this is it. Like to me, it doesn't make sense for Aaron's just be the big bad for the rest of the show. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That doesn't fully make sense to me.
It does.
So, like, you still might get the trio back fucking niggas up because I don't think it's gone. I just think, like I said earlier, it's a thing where Aaron's cutting ties to not get them involved in whatever he's doing because it might get messy.
Yeah, that would,
you know what I'm saying?
Shit. I'm down for the ride. Like, I'm still gonna stick with it for sure. And I think from a standpoint of plot and mystery, it's so good right now.
It's the best, dude. But, like, when it comes to plot, mystery, like, this shit is the best. Like, any show that after I watch it, I'm thinking about it constantly for 2 days. Like, any show that has me doing that, the plot is good, bro.
Man, it's one of those situations right now where they're keeping us on the edge of our seat for so long. And it's like, at what point is it gonna just spill over? It's like, how many drops are you gonna keep adding to this bucket until it spills? You know, it's surface tension. It's fucking crazy, science, bro. Yeah, that's all my feelings. You got anything else you want to touch on?
We should talk about the cliffhanger of the last episode, quote unquote, Levi and
Oh, I forgot.
Zeke,
I forgot about
quote unquote fucking blowing up. So, like, after Levi put the pause on this man Zeke, he has him like in this cart tied up, like no limbs, and then he has a thunder spear stuck into his side, and the fuse is around Zeke's neck. So if Zeke moves around too much, he'll pull the fuse off, and they'll both go kaboom. Well, Zeke will go kaboom. But sure enough, like, as Zeke is saying that, like, did we talk about Zeke's plan? I don't think we did.
No, we didn't. Well, you said the plan, but you didn't speak. We didn't. We said you're like he wants to euthanize, but we didn't go into depth.
So the cliffhanger is that Zeke blows himself. He blows himself up, basically. To take out him and Levi, supposedly. And obviously, we know these thunder spears explosions are massive. So, to take that blast at such close proximity, like, motherfuckers is not coming out there unscathed. Like, I don't fully believe that they're dead, but they're not coming out unscathed.
But I don't think they're
like Levi might lose an arm or some shit. Like, I don't know. I don't think he's dead though. It would be fucking because you saw the horse. Like, it would be. This would be the craziest shit ever if they're just both dead. Zeke and Levi. Like, I don't know, bro. I could not. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was honestly that happened, and I was just in my office. I was like,
that was me on my stream,
and then they showed the horse on fire. And I'm like, whoa, the horse was further away than Levi.
Yeah, exactly.
No, like,
what? Yeah,
that poor horse though. Shit, he didn't do anything,
bro. Yeah, so that cliffhanger was crazy. So next episode, we're gonna see what happened with that. Like I said, I don't think they're dead until I see a body.
I would hope they want to put Levi out like that. Give him a shitty death like that. That would be stupid.
It would be the impact would be fucking crazy though. Like
monumental.
But it would fit this show for niggas to get a shitty death. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not out for a nigga for him to go out like that. It's not outside the realm of the show. After he did everything to take out fucking Zeke and shit, got him tied up, and then Zeke to kill them both.
Or just kill him because Zeke
you know what I'm saying?
Heal?
It would be fucking insane. Yeah. But I don't think he's dead.
I'd probably cry for the first time. Like, for Levi to just be alive and fight, kill multiple Titans, like, be pretty much immortal, and then to just be snuffed out by
that's how it would happen though. Levi wouldn't get killed in a battle, in a fight. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't. Yeah. He's too strong. Like he would get killed off by some shit like this.
No, don't put this on. Don't put this in that.
I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it, until I see a body. I don't think he's dead.
Give him that. Is he dead kick? Big. Yeah, no, that shit was too much. I was so upset because then they just cut it right there.
Cliffhanger, bro. Please. That's the best cliffhanger they could have. That was definitely the best cliffhanger they could have given us, for sure.
No, I agree with that, man. It's so Levi is such a strong human, and when they gave us that cliffhanger, I'm in awe. So that's what I don't know what else to say.
It's crazy. I think we should probably touch on Zeke's plan. So, like we said,
hit it up.
I'm not fully convinced. They're trying to feed us that Eren is 100% with Zeke's plan, but I don't agree. And what Zeke's plan is, so we find out, this is actually huge information that we didn't touch on before. So we find out that the Founding Titan, not only, so the Founding Titan, it can change people's memories, but that's not the actual power. So the actual power, it can literally change the biological structure of these Eldians. So they gave an example of how there was a plague in the Eldian Empire, and then sooner or later it was just gone because the Founding Titan made it so they can't get affected by the plague anymore. So the Founding Titan, it can literally change the biology of Eldians. So when Zeke found that out, so he was saying, then does that mean the Founding Titan can make it so that Eldians can't have kids? And that would basically just end the race. You know what I'm saying? And there would be no Titans, and it would be over. So that's what Zeke's plan is to euthanize the Eldians. It basically, if you don't know what euthanization is, it's mercy killing. So basically, mercy killing the entire nation because of that, which is fucking crazy. Fucking crazy.
Yeah. And it was because of the dude who was before Zeke too, the previous Beast Titan. He had a relationship with Marley.
Yeah, that was fucking brutal.
He had it from her, and he's like, if I didn't have to be brought into this world, I would never have done that. And I want to feel this pain. Please, which is weird that person had that. I feel like there's something more to that. I feel like there's a darker. I don't that was the first thing. Like you said, you're not gonna just be spoon fed this. I wasn't gonna be spoon fed that guy was 100% organic or authentic. I feel like he was brainwashing Zeke into doing some shit. He was like, well, the only way you can save yourself is if you tell on your dad. I feel like there was something that just left a feeling in my stomach. This guy is actually better than Zeke or different than Zeke, and they were just lying and hiding it to get Zeke to be.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there was just something extra going on because after watching this and watching Attack on Titan, people don't just, like you said, they don't just stumble upon stuff. It's not this just happened to be Zeke can do this. I feel like they knew that. I feel like someone was pulling strings behind the scenes, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we know the royal blood has this, so we need to get Zeke." You know, I feel like it's not just Zeke happened to randomly be the best Beast Titan, because that guy was saying a lot of shit that made me feel like he knew some more stuff and just wasn't telling Zeke that. And why would he roll up after he saw they kind of alluded to it too. Zeke saw the kid kicking the ball with the dad, right? And then out of nowhere, this guy throws the baseball to him and starts doing dad-like things.
He didn't throw the baseball to him, though. He was throwing the baseball off the wall, and it happened to bounce. You know what I'm saying?
It says that, right? He says, "Oh, I was thrown off the wall," but we didn't see that. We just saw the ball roll there. So was he plotting on that?
Know. But that all depends on how would they know that they like I don't know that, because if they had some kind of inkling that he had royal blood, they wouldn't have sent Dinah and Grisha to paradise. They would have kept them there because they would have been like, oh, one of y'all have royal blood, we don't know which one, so we're taking both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? The fact that if they knew that one of his parents had royal blood and they still sent him away, that doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
And I agree with that, but this is why I'm feeling this way. Like, maybe it's not about the royal blood thing, but there's something to do with that whole scenario, because Zeke overheard them talking about like the rebellion. They overheard, and then like the next thing, the guy says, "You gotta rat your family out." You know, like what? There's just too many coincidences inside that scenario. Like Zeke going to his dad, like, "Hey, you guys got to stop this. You're gonna get in trouble." Like Zeke's the kid who overheard that. Like, too many things are just happening like to be coincidental. You know, like I said, Zeke seeing the kid get the ball kicked to him, and then the ball rolling to him from a Beast Titan, a commander in the army. Like, too much is happening.
Yeah,
you know, that's there. The guy seeing like, oh, is that your family? Like, is that your parents? Like, oh, you want to, you know, like they just allude to too many similarities between the guy knowing more than he's.
Oh yeah, I think that's a given though, because like the motherfucker was like a Titan researcher, so like he obviously knew more about Titans than he was telling Zeke for sure. That's why Zeke knows so much now, because he has fucking memories.
Exactly, but I'm saying like he, like even when he was talking to Zeke, like he kind of was just like, man, like he gave him the story of that, like you said, that Titan, the founding Titan can do this. Now, why would he say that to Zeke? You know what I mean? Like, and maybe there's more to it than that. That's what I'm feeling. Like, is there more to it? Like, did he just happen to say that to Zeke because he knows Zeke? Like you said, I would like to live in the things forever. Like, I would like to. Did he say that? Did he make up the story of his wife and kid? Like, is there more? That's once again. Is there more, people? Is there more to this?
Know, like, that shit's crazy.
Because there could be.
That's just fucking crazy.
Like, right? Like, there could be just a situation where this guy manipulated Zeke. And maybe that's what Aaron sees.
Yeah, maybe. I don't fucking know, bro. That shit, I don't know. I didn't think about any of that shit.
That's what I thought of. And that's what I was like, when I want to trash this, I'm like, yo, it's just there's so much going on. Remember, like 4 episodes ago, I'm like, yo, if they give us one more info dump, that'd be cool. But then they need to start doing stuff. And then it's like 5 episodes later, and there's just more info. Yeah, this plan is crazy. So I don't even know where else to go with that. I just have too many questions, and I need them answered.
I just don't know. Like that Zeke shit got me fucking like my mind fucked up right now.
Fucking Zeke, dude. We're gonna have to watch this episode over again.
Whoa.
I already feel that I'm gonna have to watch these last 2 episodes over again, because I missed Gabby with her hands on the table. I remember looking back and
once,
still just
bro. I went back and checked. She ain't moved once, bitch ass nigga.
You gotta give it up to her though. I do be feeling bad like as we go through. Like, yeah, she killed the potato girl, but damn, man, she really brainwashed too.
She's a victim. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say she's not a victim. I can still hate her guts though for killing Sasha. You know what I'm saying? Like, those both things can still be true. Like, she can 100% be a victim of the Marley propaganda and the brainwashing, and I could also hate her guts for killing one of our characters. Like, those things can be simultaneous.
Yeah. I feel bad. I do feel bad for her though. She did live a struggle. That's too much.
Gabby, fuck.
All right. Anything else?
I think that's it for your boy. I think that's fucking it. This shit is just too crazy.
It is good.
It's too crazy, bro.
So, all right, everyone. So this is the point where we drop all of our delicious handles. So if you want to follow us on any of our social medias, please go to @Dosyonkos. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. if you want to join in, discuss some more anime, our anime Discord is popping right now. So join our Discord. All the links will be in the description. If you want to hit us up for any business inquiries, please get a hold of us at dosyonkos@gmail.com. And if you really like the content, want to support the boys, support the captains, support the Yonkos, please join our Patreon, patreon.com/Dosyonkos. $1 makes you a crewmate. You get to kick it with us. We'll shout you out. And $5 will make you a captain. And you can join the Captain's Convo, where we do a once-a-month episode live on Twitch. And we kind of go over questions that you ask in the Discord. And we do just an episode of just like shit we're watching or how we feel about a specific thing. So we still have to come up with a date that we want to do that.
Yeah.
For this month. Just like roll it. Other than that, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for getting this deep in the episode. We appreciate y'all.
Peace.
And peace.